Hello everyone, Jeff from RespawnStudios.com back with another walkthrough. This is going to be for the release today game, Dragon's Dogma. It is an action RPG. I had actually never played the demo until last night, where I only played like 2 minutes, and I thought it was okay, but I'm not getting any other games until the fall, so I decided to pick up a new game, and this was that game. So I'll probably be commentating this off and on, but you probably know my style from my other walkthroughs. And depending on whether or not people actually watch this, I'll make more. I have the first 2 parts recorded, but the whole game will probably take like tons and tons of parts, so we'll see. If people actually watch these, I'll continue to make them if you like them, so please let me know by getting those views up and liking the video. Alright, so I just started the game, and you just start. You jump right in as a, looks like, male warrior. You have a sword and shield. You couldn't choose any of your character stuff. That actually isn't until part 2. After you finish the prologue, you play as this guy in the prologue. And you see it's pretty obvious and big in the lower right. It tells you the different attacks: light attack X, heavy attack Y. This first partner, they're called pawns in this game. The AI controlled people that go with you. You always have one main one, and then you could have up to 2 minor ones, I guess. And they introduce that here with this stone. You're going to get 2 more. And I think eventually you can choose who is your main one and who are your 2 minors. I think there's a lot of different options, but since this is the prologue and you don't have any real choices yet, they just throw you in with these guys. So it looks like they're just trying to show you the different classes. Looks like an archer, a mage, and the other guy looks like a warrior like you. And they often say different things. One of them heals, so I assume that's the wizard. The guy often grabs enemies and asks you to finish them, so you get quicker kills that way. So there's a lot of little things like that. Just to point out some other things, that bottom right area. With right trigger you can grab enemies, left trigger you put away your weapons. I don't know why you'd want to do that in combat, but you always have that option displayed. The lower left you see the mini-map, and then the lower left to the right of the mini-map is your health display. You also could not choose difficulty, but some games they don't let you choose it at the start of the game, but then if you hit start and go to settings you can. I haven't actually checked, but I think there are no difficulties. It's just like standard normal throughout the whole game. There also are not any achievements related to difficulty levels, so that's cool. And if you are not familiar with who I am totally obsessed with achievements. I don't try and get every achievement in every game, but whatever achievements I can pick up in games, I'll go for, especially if I like those games. I'm closing in on 137,000 gamer score, and I hope to have 150,000 by the end of this year. So I'm going to try and put up some achievement guides, individual achievement guides for this game as well. We're going to pick up 1 achievement during this first part, but it's just a standard one for completing the prologue, which you get after you kill the enemy coming up, the big enemy, the chimera. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what the glow is. One of them, the smaller one, I think, is like active heal. And you'll know because the green bar, your health, next to it, if you're healing, there will be a gray bar, and that's what's filling back up with health from an ally. Here I've picked up an explosive barrel, and I'm looking to see where enemies are. You see it says throw. I think it was X, so I threw it at enemies. I think I got 2 kills. So my experience jumped up. The combat's pretty standard, nothing special about it, but it's certainly not bad. From the demo part I played, there was a big flying enemy, and now we've encountered some standard flying enemies. The frustrating part, I don't know if you could use ranged weapons with every character class, especially in the prologue. You don't seem to have any other weapons other than the sword and shield. So I guess you just have to wait for your allies to knock them to the ground, or for them to just fly low. You don't seem to be able to use a bow or like a magic spell or anything. Though there is an achievement to change your standard class. And when you do the character creation, you could choose warrior, mage, or the thief. But the thief has like a strange name. I don't remember what it was. But there's an achievement for changing that throughout the game, so apparently you can. So if you're not happy with the warrior or the wizard, you could change. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you could just do that by, say, going to your menu and changing it. There's probably like a certain place you have to go to, but we'll get to that in a further part of this walkthrough if I continue to make them, if you like them. Alright, so now the gate's opened. We have a couple more AI allies that are taking us to the dragon that you saw at the beginning, who breathed fire on the guy. But first, this chimera is going to attack us. The mythical creature with part goat, part lizard, and part lion. I believe that's what it is. You at least clearly see the goat and lion parts, but it looks like it has a serpent tail. Also looks like a badass Aslan from Narnia. Alright, in the demo my health actually got kind of low, but I think that was a part like pretty far into the game, so I think the enemies were higher levels and things like that. But here my health never seemed to really get that low, even on this boss. But again, it is the prologue, so you probably aren't really designed to fail the prologue. The enemy's health is displayed in the top center if you haven't already caught on, and there are two dots under it in the bottom left of the bar, and that is signifying that it has two more layers of health. So once we get this bar down, it'll have another and then another. So we have to go through 3 full health bars. Now, the combat seems pretty simple for the warrior. There don't seem to be many combos, at least yet. But again, being the prologue, I'm not sure how much they show or reveal to you yet. But I don't know if it was my doing, but using strong attack a few times seemed to knock it to the ground. But I don't know if that was from something my allies did as well. But there it was knocked to the ground again. You can get a lot more swings and combos in at it. The strong attack doesn't necessarily seem to do a lot more damage than the light attack, and the light attack is obviously much faster. So it seemed that will be what I use the most. It's always annoying to me when a boss has some standard thing like that, like a roar that just knocks everybody to the ground. You have to wait several seconds to get up every single time. And it doesn't really seem like there's a limit to the range, so even if you're far away, it seems like it will knock you down. Alright, so you see the tail is cut off, and we're down a health bar. And now the goat part has apparently been killed, as you just saw the message. And the final thing of controls I haven't mentioned in the bottom right, A is jump. I had to jump across that one gap in the bridge, so don't think if there's like a part that ends that is necessarily the end. You could probably jump down or jump across somewhere, so always keep that in mind if you're stuck. And one of my allies, I assume the wizard, but it seemed to be the female archer, kept shouting that they were granting me the ability of like fire. So my shield and sword are glowing red, which means they have like a fire enchantment, which was pretty badass. Alright, and there we get a cool seal of approval, mission complete thing on the top left, letting us know we've finished an objective. And now it's going to be a long cutscene, and this will take us to the end of the video. So I'm going to shut up, and I hope you enjoy this cutscene. And please let me know by liking the video, leaving a comment, getting all of your friends to watch it so views jump up. So if you want to see more, please make the video popular. Let me know by liking the video, leaving a comment, and I'll continue to make more. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll be back with more videos soon.